Hey, it's Jessie. Today on the show, you know her from iconic movies like Boogie Nights, The Hangover. She has a new film out called They Will Kill You. It's the iconic Heather Graham.
Nobody thought I was like that pretty, so I got this job as like the popular pretty cheerleader. And then people were like, oh, like it came out right as I was graduating. And I think like people were like, no, maybe we should have like paid attention to her.
This is Dinner's on Me, and I'm your host, Jesse Tyler Ferguson. So today we're at La Pavillon in Midtown Manhattan, outside of Grand Central Station. This is Daniel Boulud's seafood forward restaurant. I've been hearing about this place for years. I'm so excited to try it. Places like this always make me think that I've stumbled upon some little alcove where business deals are being made and negotiations are happening and people are, whispering over really fancy seafood. And I thought this would be a great place to bring Heather Graham, who has been in this business a very long time and I'm sure has lots of tidbits about the industry and wonderful stories to share with me. This is a beautiful setting to have a great conversation with a new friend. I think she's coming shortly, so let's get to the conversation. So this was your suggestion?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I've been here one time.
On a romantic date?
Yes.
Yes. Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
welcome to Le Pavillon. How are you
you.
today?
How are you?
Everything is good so far?
Yes.
So far, so good.
Okay, so we have if you have any recommendation, we have a few of the classic at the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
We have the grilled avocado salad.
Yes.
Grilled avocado salad comes with aircon berries on the bottom, served with green yogurt, kale chips, and harissa sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have, if you want to do something a little bit more light, we can do a nice Spanish mackerel. Spanish mackerel comes like a sashimi style or ceviche style, served with green papaya salad on the bottom, served with a cucumber and mint vinaigrette, mole, and creme fraiche on it.
Wow.
That does sound
nice.
Mole, that's interesting.
Yes,
Yeah.
very, 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 very traditional.
That
And also,
does.
one of my favorite for this season is the red snapper bouillabaisse. Steak, you never run with the steak. We have
Yeah.
Timberline carrots, we have chipotle onions, and big mushrooms. Very good, actually.
Sounds great.
Oh my gosh, I was sort of looking at the scallops, but now I feel like I might want steak.
I know. Well, if you want, you could get the scallops, I could get the steak, and we could split it.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like tasting.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
And then do you want to start with something?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so the one that you were recommending, did you say the mackerel was what you were recommending?
Yes, mackerel is great, man.
That sounds so good.
It sounds so good.
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Thanks so much.
Anytime. Cheers.
Appreciate it.
This is very romantic.
Very romantic.
I know. I mean, it's so beautiful, all these plants they have in here,
I know,
right?
it's gorgeous. So you say you live in LA and New York.
Yeah.
And you lived a lot of your life in LA, right? You
Yeah,
moved there pretty early?
well, my father was in the FBI, and I was born in Washington. I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He was working there. He's from Philadelphia. My mom's from New Jersey. Then we moved outside of Washington, D.C. to Virginia, and then we moved to L.A. when I was 9. So I'm pretty much from L.A.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it like being in LA? Were you working as a 9-year-old?
No, I wanted to be. Were you?
No.
Oh.
I mean, okay, not working. I mean,
Where
I was
are you from?
Albuquerque.
Okay,
I was doing
interesting.
theater.
Okay.
But like, not being paid. It was,
Right,
it was
right.
extracurricular.
No, I was doing like
activities.
school
Yeah.
plays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, I would live for the school play,
Same.
and like I got to be in the school play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was a nerd who liked to be inside and
I
like
was a
work
total
on
nerd. Like, I want to read books. I want to like watch
Same.
movies. I want to be in musical theater. I want to
Yes.
be in the play. Yeah.
We would have been really good friends. So you were doing that, but you were in this. You were like right up against this industry that.
Yeah,
You know.
my father was really religious, so he was kind of like wary of the entertainment business. So
Got
it
it.
took a lot of talking him into it. To I had to pretty much be like 16, but then I started driving into the city and working on films. Yeah,
And do you
Yeah.
have siblings, or are you an only
I have a
child?
younger sister. Yeah,
Okay. And is she an actress? Or?
she is in the business too. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And what was your first? Was your first big thing with Gus Van Sant?
That was my second. It's funny because my very first movie was called License to Drive with Haim and Corey Feldman.
Yes.
And I recently just saw Corey Feldman like 2 days ago. It's
No.
funny. Yeah.
Had you seen him?
No, I haven't seen him in a long time, but I just kind of ran into him. But no, it's funny because some people still remember that movie. It's wild. Yeah.
And you were what, 17?
I was
18?
17. I was in high school, and it was huge for me. Like that was a huge moment. Yeah, I got to like make money. Like I was independent. I had a bank account, you know, and I could like live on my own. It was amazing.
What did like your friends at school think when you were? Because I imagine like in LA, were there like a lot of people that were
I was
in your
nerdy,
class?
like kind of what you were describing.
Yes.
You know, I was like smart, and I was just like, nobody thought I was like that pretty. So I got this job as like the popular pretty cheerleader, and I had very bad style and bad hair and makeup. Like I did not know how to like, you know, do that. And then people were like, oh, like it came out right as I was graduating, and I think like people were like, oh, maybe we should have like paid attention to her, you know. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty.
That's
This is
gorgeous.
what I kind of want to take a
Explain
picture.
to you a little bit about the food right now.
Yes.
Wow, that is
Then
pretty
we have
too.
a beautiful Spanish
Oh my
mackerel.
God,
Spanish
okay.
mackerel comes with a green papaya salad,
Pretty, yeah.
cucumber and mint vinaigrette, finish it with mole and creme fraiche on it. Oyster Vanderbilt. Oyster Vanderbilt is made with white cheddar sauce. On the top we have a beautiful butter made with seaweed, parsley, hazelnut, and breadcrumbs. The chef recommend eat the oyster with a spoon.
Yes.
Just be careful, it's hot. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let it
And
cool
then
for a
on the
moment.
bread we have sourdough, we have Parmesan garlic focaccia,
Wow.
lavash, and a beautiful jumbo deer butter. Please enjoy.
Yes, thank you.
This is really pretty.
It's gorgeous. Oh, that's really good.
Is it?
That bread, just cracker
Oh yeah,
situation.
no, that bread is so good. But wait, I kind of feel like to
Cheers.
trying this.
Thank you. When you, so what? How did you get that first audition? Did you have someone working for you? Did you go to?
Oh, you mean my first real audition?
like for
Yeah.
the first movie you did?
Oh yeah. Well, I would go to acting classes in the city, so I would drive. I finally got my driver's license. I convinced my parents to like let me go to acting classes in the city. So I was going to acting classes, and I convinced my acting teacher to introduce me to her agent, and then they represented me and sent me on audition.
So but the Gus Van Sant thing, I know.
that was after License to Drive.
Right. Okay. And that was like you were 19,
18.
18. Wow. And at that point, was Gus someone who had? That was like the beginning of his career.
He done a small indie film. Most people haven't seen it. It's called Malanoche for like $20,000. So that was his first movie, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are promoting this new movie, which I'm really excited
Oh, yeah,
to
we
see.
have to talk about that. Yeah.
They Will Kill You.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get a screener last night.
Oh,
I did
that's
not
cool.
get it.
It's fun to watch with people because, you know, it was at South by Southwest,
Yeah.
and
Sorry for interruption.
it was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's really fun to watch it with people. It's sort of like the movie that you would, like, it's great in a theater because I watched it with, like, agents and managers, and then I went and watched it with these people at a film festival. People were, like, screaming, and people were, like, clapping. People were like, you know.
I mean, in the trailer
It was
that I did
fun.
watch, it's so gory in like
It's
a fun
gory.
way.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's like, because I do get scared by horror movies, but it's not just like the whole time, you know, totally disturbing. It's scary, but there's also a lot of humor and there's like a lot of action. So
I mean, I could tell just
Yeah.
from watching the trailer, but
Yeah.
I mean, like I was part of this movie Cocaine Bear, which sort of
okay,
also
no,
had
I
this
want to.
like.
That's how you know Carrie
pulpy-
Russell,
that's
right?
How I know Carrie. Yeah. But
It's fun.
it has like this sort of like pulp, like comedy,
Yeah,
but also like
yeah.
this like Coen Brothers kind of vibe, and
That's
like it's just a
cool.
real fun mashup. And you know, we went to Ireland to shoot.
Yeah, because that movie was like a
Georgia.
big hit, right?
I think
remember.
so.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
good. Well, yeah, we shot in Ireland as Georgia, and I know that you shot in South Africa.
Yes, as
for
New York.
New York.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is
Crazy.
But shooting New York in South Africa, I mean,
It's because they built all the sets.
okay.
The sets are really cool.
And it's about like a satanic cult that is lives in a high-end apartment building.
It's kind of like Kill Bill meets Get Out meets Rosemary's Baby.
sold.
If you like.
Sold. You got real estate, you got gore, you got action. Yeah.
But it's like fun. There's a kind of stylized quality. My boyfriend also compared it to The Evil Dead, which I've actually never seen that
Love that
movie,
movie,
but
yeah.
but that's like a classic. But there's a fun, actiony aspect that's stylized, so it's not just like someone stabbing someone throughout the whole,
Right.
But it's like It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're also, but you're doing so. Are you doing something with Carrie? That's coming out. You're kind of like in this horror era right now.
I know, for some reason, this is not
love-
even like, I mean, I don't know how it happened, but I've suddenly gotten into a bunch of horror movies, and
And Carrie's gonna be a limited series, is it?
It's a series. I think they might actually try to, go be a series. Yeah, they have like
Based
some
on the
plot
Stephen
points
King
that could
book,
keep
and then-
going. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, that's very
Yeah,
cool.
well, it's Mike Flanagan. He's really a cool, great,
Yeah.
talented guy. He's really lovely. And he actually ended up, while I was working with him on Carrie, he bought the roller skates from Boogie Nights at this prop auction. Yeah, he called me and he sent me the
No.
photo. He's like, "Are these real?" And then he bought like an outfit that I was wearing, and like this necklace. He's like,
What?
"Is all this stuff real?" Because he's like, "I'm about to buy it from this prop auction."
Are you serious?
So now he has it at
owns
his house. Yeah, yeah.
He owns your.
He owns
your
it. Well, there were
roller-
two pair. Like there was a pair that the movie company kept, and then there was a pair they gave to me. So the pair that I had, I ended up giving it to the Academy Museum. So yeah, and then he bought the one that the movie company had that they were like auctioning.
Oh my
Isn't
god!
that funny?
I love that.
I know. He texted me one day. He's like, "Are these your roller skates? Because I'm about to like buy them."
That is
No, but he has
incredible.
like rooms in his house with props from all these movies. Like he has so many cool
He's
movie
just a
props.
collector.
He's just like, he loves movies and TV, and he just like remembers every shot, and he's like a huge fan.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so great. I mean, I
he's
look at your
great.
career though, and like Gus Van Sant, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
You have like this list of people that I'm just like are my dream directors.
I know. It's been lucky. Yeah.
Do you ever like look back and like
It's
take
weird.
stock of this
Yeah, it
incredible
is. I
career?
mean, it's funny because sometimes like I'll sign autographs, and then people have these pictures from the different
Yeah.
things you do, and it almost feels like it's another lifetime ago,
Yes.
but it's you, so you know that it's you, but you're like, wow, like because when I was in Twin Peaks, I was like 21, so it's wild to think of that,
Yeah.
No, it is really lucky. It's very lucky. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I could say that of you too. I mean, it's very lucky to get into something that people still watch.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
like I'm doing
yeah.
this play right now, and people are
Yeah.
sending photographs of like things I have done.
That's so nice.
20 years ago for me to sign. And it is.
cute.
Yeah, it's wonderful that your work like impacts
It's so nice that people
but-
like you do something and someone still watches it or still knows it.
Yeah.
However many years later.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I mean, I have to say, Boogie Nights. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson for me is just
I know,
like
he's
I think he's
amazing.
one of the greatest. I'm so thrilled that he has an Oscar
I
now for
know.
directing.
I know. It's really cool.
He's been nominated so many times.
I know.
But that
It's
movie
really
is
awesome.
so special. You were so wonderful in it.
Thank you.
I mean, it had such an impact on me as just like an
Really?
actor and like
Yeah.
as someone who loves film. I mean, it really was a seminal movie for me.
Wow.
Also, because it felt like at the moment, I was younger when it. We're close to the same age.
Yeah,
Like,
we are,
however
yeah.
old you were when you shot it was
Yeah.
how old I was when I saw it.
Yeah, and
Like,
that was how old Paul was when he directed it, which is kind of wild, right?
Yeah.
Like that's very young. Yeah.
But a movie about the '70s porn industry. It's like I
At
was
that
like,
time, people were not making those kinds of things. I
No.
mean, nowadays people be like, "Oh yeah, sure," and they would not judge it. But at that time, it was kind of on the border of like, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. That's like creepy."
it definitely
or-
felt risky.
Yeah, it was risky. And in fact, I remember going on like, do you remember that show? It was like Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Yeah.
And I remember him giving me a really hard time, like, that's going to be a terrible idea. And like, he was basically saying like, it sounds really like, whatever, exploitative or
Yeah.
whatever,
Right.
Yeah. And then later he apologized. No.
I mean, it was not. Yeah, it
He was
like-
wrong.
Yeah, totally.
But I think now people are more open-minded about like what we're watching. But at that time, it was like, oh, you can't do that. You
But
know?
it's such a testament to like great filmmakers because you could take any subject, and I mean, obviously the script needs to be wonderful, but like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
he did it with such care.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie was so beautifully written and shot. I mean, I still think about that scene with you and Julianne Moore when you're asking her to call you. She's like, "Can I please call you mom?"
yeah.
And
yeah.
you like, can I? I
Yeah.
need to believe it when you, and she says, "Okay, I can do that
Yeah,
for you."
yeah.
It's such a gorgeous scene. Oh, my
wow.
God!
Oh,
what
you're
is
bringing
happening?
this as like 3 courses, or that is exciting. Wait,
This
should we
is
be
so
filming? It's so
exciting.
dorky.
You know?
Okay, I have to dorkishly. You're gonna like light it on fire or something,
Absolutely.
right?
This is
Okay.
the sea scallops. We have a lemon juice in here to make a little bit of aroma.
Wow. Okay.
And on the plate we have a frica, really sauce. We have a pickled bikini peppers and almond remoulade.
Goodness. This is so decadent.
That is really pretty.
Gorgeous.
Okay. I love that we're trying both. It's so
I know, me
fun,
too. It's
right?
such a good idea.
Wait, what is this thing on the top? I know.
Just caramelized lemon.
Oh, that's cool.
So pretty.
Please enjoy.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Wow,
I know,
it's
it's really
gorgeous.
like artistic. But no, I want all your restaurant recommendations too.
I will. I'll give them
Yeah.
to you. The beginning of your career was definitely like you played a stripper, you played a porn star, you played a drug addict. You know, you had like these kind of these very like characters that could have been perceived as like sort of like easily labeled, I would
Right.
say. And what I've always been struck by your work is that you have brought such depth and humanity to all these different
Thank you.
people.
That's very
And,
awesome of you to say that.
Well, I mean, part of it's that the scripts are so great too.
Yeah,
but like,
for sure.
You have done. I mean, if you like just sort of like listed what these characters are, I think people would be like, oh, yeah, these are the careers that like someone does. These are the roles that someone does at the beginning of their acting career. But like, if you like really look at what these movies and these roles were, like there was such depth and humanity to all these people. And what I also love is that in the midpoint of your career, like you just started like writing your own material and directing. What was that shift for you to obviously, it's like I'm in this place with my career where it's like if you don't make things happen yourself, like they just don't happen. And I certainly understand that. Like I understand the hustle and like needing to like, you have an idea, you have to like do it yourself. You can't wait for someone else to help you out.
Yeah.
But it's also scary, I find, to like take that leap. But I mean, what was it like for you to kind of just, what was the impetus for you to really start creating your own work?
Well, it's like what you said, basically, there's not as many projects I feel like happening with female protagonists. I mean, there are some, but I wanted to be telling stories that were about things that I cared about with a female protagonist and put myself in them, so I wasn't trying to get someone else to hire me. And I like the process, just the process of like developing something, writing something. I mean, finding the money is like challenging, it forces you to be like a business person that wasn't really my like original intention, but it's interesting to learn about. But like, learning how to shoot things and figuring out it's fun, the acting part and casting other actors and working with actors. That's really fun. But like the post-production, it's cool to learn about all that stuff, and my goal is to start a production company that I'm working on that, and just like kind of like a Hello Sunshine or like a Lucky Chap, where you're just making sort of stories that are like from a female perspective. And I have an idea for a cooking show too.
Yeah.
That, I don't know, I'm inspired by people like you doing cool stuff like this, where, something that celebrates just like food and like women, like kind of the conversations, what you're saying about like when you have great food with someone, you can get into like a really cool intimate conversation and really kind of connect and bond and talk about, I think in my show, like talk about like sex and stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you ever feel, because I have certainly felt, having done a role for 11 years on a sitcom, there's a great deal of counter programming that has to happen if I want to move forward artistically in my career. With
Maybe
like,
the problem being that you're such a hit, you're in such a hit, and people think of you in that way because you're such a huge hit.
Sure. I mean, like, yeah, and if you do one thing for like 11 years, like that's, I mean, of course you're in people's living rooms. That's what they're going to see you doing.
Yeah.
I mean, when you were at the beginning of your career, did you feel like there was a bit of counter programming you had to do in order for people to not see you a certain way? I mean,
Well, it's kind of confusing as a woman to be like, because on one hand you're like, okay, well I want to play like a leading lady or sexy, but then you don't want to be too sexy, and it's like, well, how sexy is too sexy, and how sexy is not sexy enough,
Right.
And it's like, that's hard to navigate as a woman sometimes,
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of sexism, because I don't think men really kind of deal with that,
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the culture, I think, I just think as a woman growing up, there weren't a lot of examples of like female directors and writers. I mean, there's a few, but it's great that there's more now. But I just think, how we consume media, it affects how we think about life and affects how we think about ourselves. So I think it's good for women and girls growing up to see more, things that help them feel like, well, they can achieve their dreams or what they think matters. Because I think if you're always seeing yourself as like a supporting character, you don't feel like what you want matters as much. You're kind of like there in service to someone else. So that's why I think it is important that women can watch things where like women are the heroes and women are the protagonists, or women are the anti-heroes, or women can be complicated and screwed up. And because that character is very common for men in movies, like that Jack Nicholson character who's like, he's bad, but he's good, but it's not as common for women, you know?
Right. You seem to me, because I don't know you that well, but someone who's been very independent their entire life, or
I know,
at least
I'm really
fought for
independent.
independence, and then once you had it, really held on to that.
I
which
know.
I love.
No, I'm very independent.
Very protective of, what you want to do and like your
I know.
artistic
It's probably
vision.
because when I grew up, my father was really controlling, and he would be like, when you're in my house, you have to do what I say. And I remember thinking, I'm never going to have somebody to say that to me again. Do you know what I mean? So then I'm like, I'm going to own 2 houses, and I'm going to do whatever I want. You know what I mean? So it's good.
I mean, and you could be like, we don't need to talk about this, but I know that you've spoken about, how you, with Harvey Weinstein,
right.
how you feel like you were, and again, you'd be like, we don't need to talk about it. And but, I know you've talked about how you feel like you were blacklisted for a little while because of
well,
that.
not by the whole business, but by him.
By him,
yeah.
And, just that idea that someone could have jurisdiction over your career, even in, like, their circles, after all the hard work that you've put into your career, it is mind-blowing to me. And first of all, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Have you found comfort in other people who have had those similar stories? I know so many of my friends who have.
Well, I mean, that moment in time was as a woman, it was a very cool moment where so many women were coming forward with stories, because it feels like, I'm sure I wasn't the first woman in the history of like life to have stuff like that happen. I just think this has happened to women through the centuries. And a lot of times just like no one ever gets to complain about it. Nothing ever gets done about it. So I think at least people started talking about it, which I think is amazing. And it's cool, like, he ended up in jail. I mean, that was, like, the most satisfying news that I feel like I ever read. Because sometimes it feels like rich and powerful people get away with things. And when they don't, it's so satisfying to see justice being served. So I think it was a great moment in that a lot of people came forward with, like, sexual abuse stories, and that people felt empowered. And I think a lot of things about... Like, I mean, luckily, like, I don't know, nothing happened with me in terms of, like, physically, being attacked or anything, but I just think I think our culture could evolve past the point of feeling like, victims of sexual abuse or survivors or can talk about it, because I think that's how people deal with the consequences of their actions, instead of just like, acting like, oh, I should feel bad about myself because this person's like horrible, So I think it's really good that more people are feeling empowered to speak out about stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, do you feel like things are getting better and the consequences are being... I personally feel like I see more consequences.
Right.
I still think, there's probably so many things that happen.
No, I think the really horrible, abusive people are probably still doing it and getting away with it. There are still people, obviously, we both could think of people that are still doing it and getting away with it. But I do feel like the conversation has been open. So now more people are open to talking about it. Whereas I think in the past, you had to be like super ballsy to even bring it up at all, you know?
Right. Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean... I'm not a woman in this industry, and I feel like it's really worse for...
No, it's sad because all these things people have talked about, but like, oh, well, it's your fault if you got into this awkward situation in the wrong moment, or, just make sure you never get in that situation, or like, how do you like turn down somebody
so much.
without hurting their feelings to the point where they never want to work with you? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and I could certainly relate to that. I mean, like I remember
Yeah.
like early dating in New York. Like I remember being with people that I was like, oh, I just want to make them feel bad, and like,
Yeah.
and the consequences weren't quite as big because they weren't like
Yeah.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
tastemakers or like
Yeah.
directors or producers, but like. It was just someone that I didn't want to hurt their feelings, and I did things with them that I didn't want to do because I didn't want to like make the situation awkward.
I feel like
And
it's like a people pleaser element,
Yes.
which I definitely had growing up, and I'm working very hard not to. But yeah, I think that's what you're
it does get
saying.
easier with age, though, right?
Yeah,
I
you're
feel
just like,
why do I
right?
have to make this
why am
person
I pleasing
comfortable?
this person that I don't even care about? Yeah.
Right, but I personally still find myself slipping into that sometimes.
Yeah.
And I have to remind myself
Yeah.
that I'm a 50-year-old man and I don't need to do that anymore.
And is it that working?
Sometimes it does.
Oh my God.
Sometimes it
okay.
doesn't.
I have to take another picture.
Beautiful.
That's
Wagyu
so
steak.
pretty.
We have carrot here in the bottom. We have a timbolina carrot, onions, short ribs.
Picture.
Finish it with
Wait, Jesse.
rotisserie sauce.
That's really
God.
pretty.
Is this part of the mushroom? Wait, this is,
No, I think it's meat.
it's like short rib.
It's so good.
That's great.
Oh my God.
I love that you're such a foodie. Would you ever, do you cook?
I have dinner parties a lot.
Do you?
You should come over.
I accept the invitation. Do you find cooking to be peaceful? Do you stress out about it?
I mean, I kind of feel like it's a means to an end.
Okay.
I mean, there's aspects I like, but sometimes I'm like, it feels loving and nurturing both to myself and to other people to just like, I'm gonna make you something to eat from scratch. And that's my way of saying like, I love you, or like, I wanna have you around, I wanna enjoy food with you. I mean, I have this group of girlfriends and they come over and two of my friends are vegan, so I make a lot of vegan food for them. But I have dinner parties with like 14 people and I make food, you know?
That's ambitious.
Yeah. I think I'm good. I mean, I'm not going to open my own restaurant and cook for like 50 people, but I think I'm good enough to make a good dinner party.
If people are coming over to your house knowing you're,
No, all my friends are like,
ability.
you should have a cooking show. Like, someone even compared me to like Martha Stewart, which is not true because I don't have like
Please.
place settings and stuff. But I make a lot of food. Like I try to make everything from scratch. Like I'll make like pickled onions, and I'll make like a
Yes.
tahini sauce, and I'll make like meat for the people that eat meat, and then I'll make vegan food for the people who want vegan food. And I just want it to be fresh and just like healthy and tasty.
Yeah.
I do think it's meditative, but sometimes it's a lot of work, like chopping. But like I'll do something
That's the
else.
part that I
I'll
find
listen-
is so meditative, like the
Really?
mise en place, putting everything together. Like that's the part I really like zone out.
If I can I like to like listen to a book or
Yes.
listen to something and cook at the same time.
Same, me too.
Yeah.
For a while, I need to get back into it, but I was doing transcendental meditation.
Oh, I do that. Yeah.
Do you? Okay.
That's so
I
good.
went to the David Lynch Foundation.
Yeah.
In
He's the one who
LA.
told me to do it.
Did he? Okay, interesting. So he like when you were doing Twin Peaks, he talked to you about it. So he was already like
He's
deep
fully
into
into it.
meditation.
Yeah.
at
He was
that
doing it
point.
every day at lunch. He was like, you should do this. He introduced me to his friend who's a meditation teacher. I'm still friends with her now.
Yeah, I really loved it, and I was really.
And do you feel like it helped you and changed your life? Yeah.
It did, and I have not kept up with it. So
Wow.
do you do it
I do it.
every day?
I'm like very disciplined. Yeah.
2 times a day?
I mean, have I done it? I started when I was 21. Have I done it every single day? No. But have I done it probably like 90% of the time? Yes.
That's incredible.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
You're supposed to do it. So do you do it like 20 minutes in the morning and then 20 minutes?
I mean, sometimes
in
I
the afternoon?
cheat and do it 40 minutes in the morning just because
Got
I'm
it.
like not a morning person, so it helps me wake up.
Interesting.
But I sometimes split it up.
See, my problem
Yeah.
with the morning one was like I feel like I just woke up and then I have to like close my eyes for 20 minutes and like I was like my mind would already start racing about what I had to do in the day. I guess this is probably why I need meditation. So that
Well, for me, I'm like, I don't want to wake up. I'm still tired. I'm going to meditate.
yeah. Oh my God, Sofia Vergara was doing it. So she signed up for TM
Cute.
and
Did she like
working
it?
for her. I don't think she's wired for it. But she told me that they gave her the wrong mantra. She's like, they gave me the wrong word to say. It does not work for me. I was like, I don't think that's how it works. I think like you just need to go with it.
Oh my God, that is
She's like,
so
no, it does
funny.
not work for me. They gave me the wrong one. They messed it up.
Oh my God, I love your impersonation. I can like picture her.
Oh my God, it was so funny. Who are the people that you're most connected to in your life? I mean, Are they your friends? Is it someone you're dating? I mean, I know that you're
Yeah.
are you and your sister close?
I'm not close with my family.
Anything,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
estranged from my family.
Yeah.
So I've sort of, that's why, I mean, I made this movie called Chosen Family.
Yeah.
And
About
I
that.
feel like my friends are my family, you know?
Yeah.
So I am very lucky. I have amazing friends. Like, my friends are just mind-blowing, like, incredible. And I do have a boyfriend. And, yeah, I have a lot of really good friends.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Am I one now?
You can be. Yeah, no, I would love to. I mean, I would love for you to like cook for me, and I totally come over to my house for dinner.
Yeah.
Are you going to be in New York, or what's your plan? You're here doing the play.
I'm doing a play. I'm here until mid-May.
Okay. I'm sad I missed this play where you were like the reservations guy at a restaurant, because I
Fully
feel like
committed,
that
yeah.
sounds hilarious.
It was very funny.
Was that incredible?
Yes, and exhausting.
Yeah.
So much so that
yeah.
after I was done, I was like, I don't think I'll ever do another one-man show again. And then the show I'm doing right now,
Well, you
that Truman
could-
Capote's a one-man show.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're so like successful. Like, couldn't you just write your own TV show and just do?
I wish it was that
is
easy.
it not?
You know
No,
how hard it
I
is.
know.
See,
I know.
You
But
write though.
yeah. But you could write your own TV show character for yourself and like.
I have ideas.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
have ideas. But you did direct, right?
I did direct. I've directed.
Did you direct?
Yeah, I directed Chosen Family. I directed a movie called Half Magic, and I wrote them, and it was fun. It was a labor of love. I mean, we did not have a lot of money in the budget, but it does kind of bite you. You're like, I want to do that again. I
Yeah.
definitely want to do it again. It's kind of like being a drug addict. You're like, oh my God, it's so hard. It's so painful, but I want to do it again. You know, like it's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something I
bet you'd be a
probably
really good
going to do, and
director.
then
Yeah.
I think I would too. Actually,
You would, yeah.
Don't you ever feel like those days where you show up on set and you're like, it's like a really complicated scene,
Yeah.
and you're like, oof, at least I don't have to direct it. Like I could just like be told where to go.
Oh my God, it's so true. Being the director, it's so much more stressful because, you know, all the stress of like everyone's input and who gets cast
Yes.
and like how you get the money and then, you know, how you're going to edit it and every moment of the way. It's depending. Maybe you're in a great situation with great financiers and you don't have stress. I don't know. But no, if you show up as an actor, like, here's my job. And they always treat actors a little bit like little kids. Like, you're so
Yes.
great. You're great. Okay. And then
Yes.
the director's more like gets the not that treatment.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Did you feel like directing like pulled the curtain back for you a little way, like a little bit, in, like in terms of like what happens on the having been on the other side of the camera for so long?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's really sad when you find out how people are cast. You know,
I know.
It's not like, oh my God, this person's just the best person, or they're right for the role, or no, it's not. It's usually like
how much money
someone
can
with
you-
money
Yeah.
decides that they're worth something, and
know.
sometimes it's super random. They're like, oh, that person's worth nothing. Oh, it's like some random person is deciding who's worth something,
Right.
or they
I
put you
have-
in a computer and the numbers come up with like a certain thing.
I have heard that. I've also heard, and I haven't experienced this on any of the projects that
Yeah.
I've been trying to get started, but like where like things like Instagram followers are in the conversation.
I mean, that's starting to happen that sometimes people are getting cast because they have Instagram followers and they're not even actors and they don't even know
Yeah.
really how to act. And it's just like, look at all these millions of followers and they're just casting them.
It's wild.
Isn't that wild?
It's really wild.
Yeah.
There's and she might be incredibly talented. I have not seen her, but and I actually think she is an actress and a musical theater actress. But she, the woman who's in Chicago right now on
Okay.
Broadway, she
Is an influencer?
No, she was
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
okay.
She's a reality show, and I do think she was. And I don't
Yeah.
want to discount her talent because I think she
Okay,
is
yeah.
actually like a legitimate like
She's
performer.
dancing, I think.
Okay,
She's a dancer, but so Chicago's been running on Broadway for like 3,000 years.
Oh, I know.
With her in the show.
Yeah.
It's broken box office
Are you
records
kidding?
for all time, for the entire
Holy
time.
moly,
It's
why?
never made more money.
Why?
Because
She has a
of her
great social
presence.
media
Yeah.
following. Wow.
And again, like I'm not discounting her talent at all, but
Wow.
what it does scare me
Yeah.
is that
it's free marketing. It's like
Yeah.
this person, yeah.
But it scares me that like that's like it's gonna require like that type of person now to like get
I know it's
things
hard because
made.
because we came up like, oh, just be really good at your job, be a really good actor. Now it's like,
Right.
oh, you need like to do your social media, yeah.
Right.
And I do feel like, I don't know if you feel this way, but kind of like taking a bunch of pictures of myself. Sometimes I'm just like, this seems it's funny, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing this.
No,
I
thank
truly
you.
appreciate
No,
it.
I'm a fan. I'm grateful to hang out with you and go to this awesome restaurant.
This episode of Dinners on Me was recorded at La Pavillon in Midtown Manhattan. Next week on Dinners on Me, you know him from roles like Blaine Anderson on Glee and from his Emmy-winning and Golden Globe Award-winning turn as Andrew Cunanan in The Assassination of Gianni Versace. It's Darren Criss. We'll get into his journey from theater kid to award-winning performer. He's a Tony Award winner for Maybe Happy Ending on Broadway, and how he reflects on a career that just keeps hitting new highs.